If a male cleric fails a save versus a woman's seduction, does he lose celibacy and all of its perks?
I think I'll say true.
It is absolutely true. Their seduction can force a cleric to break celibacy, once again reflecting these odd moral sexual assumptions.
I gotta say, that's kind of epic that even though obviously that there's so much sexism baked in there and these sexual assumptions, but the fact that like a cleric could fail one roll and like lose their class is insane. And that like if I in game was playing a woman and like beat a cleric on a roll, I'd have to be like, you have to completely restat your character out now, dude. Like that's some power there. And it's interesting, even in these rules, the way that fear of something is actually letting it have so much more power over you. Like we can so see that reflected here. That's fascinating.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear, like, women live rent-free in Gary Gygax's head, who
Right,
created Dungeons and Dragons.
right.
Like, I don't know the guy, but it seems that way.
Yeah.
And then here the last question, if a woman charms a humanoid monster, will it put down its weapons, kidnap her, and carry her to its lair? I'm thinking Dirk the Daring from Dragon's Lair here.
Right,
You know?
right. I I mean, I guess I'll say true and just go with the trend.
Yep, of course it's true. The rules include fantasy outcomes for charmed humanoids. So, yeah. So I think what takeaways do you have from this? I think we already said one of them, and I agree. You know, there's the early Dungeons and Dragons mixed sexism with a really weird power fantasy. It's women are
Yeah.
both objectified and somehow magically dangerous. Like it's this
Yeah.
weird, like, they're objectified, they're vilified, but they're also magically it's this weird blend. But what takeaways did this this crazy quiz bring up
Right.
for you?
I mean, one, the fact that I didn't even know that these rules existed. As someone who's been playing D&D and consuming D&D content for the better of, I guess we'll say like 4 years now. That's kind of wild. And I think, in anything that we do, it's important to understand the context in which we do it. And not just repeat patterns of how other people do certain things, right? But really understand the why behind it. And I really wish that I had maybe dived more into the history here and really understood not just like the current zeitgeist's opinion on D&D, but like engaging in this world and in like D&D 5e and the new rule set that's played currently with an appreciation for how much we've changed, but also a nod towards like, and that the growth isn't done. It isn't over, right? I think, of course, you have the image in your head that a lot of people probably have of a D&D player that's like a bunch of nerds, smelly
Comic
dudes in
book
a
guy from The
basement.
Simpsons. Let's just
Yeah,
it's the comic book guy from the basement. I mean
exactly.
that's the image. At least if anybody who grew up watching The Simpsons, I feel like boom,
Yes.
that's D&D right there.
Which automatically comes with the kind of like neckbeard / incel / all sorts of stuff. And so you can absolutely understand how sexism is baked into this based on like why that stereotype is there. Of course, we've moved beyond it, but it's kind of like Audre Lorde's quote, you can't use the master's tools to disassemble the master's house. Are we really true and beyond the history of this? I hope so. I hope that as, different additions and addendums and supplements and homebrews come into the rule set that people are engaging with these rules in an informed way, but clearly I wasn't. And I kind of now am like, next time I set up a campaign, I'm going to be really thinking about this and do a little bit more research to ensure that I'm continuing to push at least my table forward in playing this game with integrity and telling stories that we're really proud to tell.